City Super Junior. CNN.
What up, CNN? Nice to meet you. Bye bye.
C N
You have made 4 albums and lots of hit songs. Why do you think your music is so popular?
음악이 일단은
I think to begin with, our music is easy to sing along with. When you listen to music from other countries, such as America, Japan, or China, you don't really know what it all means, but you get it based on the feel of the song. I think it's not only because our songs are easy to sing along to, but also because of the enjoyment that people get from watching our music videos or performances, and that's why they love our songs. But personally, I think it might be because the band members are good looking.
더 사랑해 주시지 않나 생각이 듭니다.
근데 정말 곡들마다
I think because all of the songs reflect the character and nature of each member, our fans see the passion and the drive that we have in our singing.
Actually, I wanted to ask you, who writes the songs and where does the inspiration come from?
기획사와의 그런
We're very open in terms of where we get our songs. We work with our management company and welcome songs regardless of who wrote them, if they suit the character of our group.
When you asked before about why our music is liked around the world, well, our songwriters are from other countries like Norway, Sweden, Germany, and other corners of the globe. And I think that's why we have fans around the world.
유영진 이사님이라고 저희
One of our greatest hit songs, Sorry Sorry, was written by a South Korean producer, but a lot of our other songs come from songwriters in other countries.
굉장히 많습니다. 네.
Dance is also a huge part of your performance. Is that something that comes naturally, or do you have to work at it?
근데 아무리 못하는 사람이라도 노력하면 되는
To me, dance seems to be more about the practice. I think even with bad dancers, if they try, they can be good at it. And I think what's even better is people who enjoy what they do.
멤버들 사이에서 좀
I
나이가
don't know if it's an age thing, but Ituk, as the oldest member, is struggling a bit these days with his moves. It's a bit rough for him.
How often do you train?
원래는 시원이가 몸이
Siwon has a very fit body, so all of the other members were motivated by him. Regardless of how late we finish our schedule, we all go to the gym to work out in the hope of looking like him.
아 근데 처음에는 아까
No one is quite there yet. In the beginning, it was about carving out a nice body and more for show. But now, I think a lot of us do it to keep fit.
유산소도 많이 하고 있는 것 같습니다.
At what age did you want to be a singer and part of a boy band?
저는 사실
This could turn into a long story, but I didn't really want to become a singer when I was young. I found my dream as I was preparing for something else. I don't know about Ituk, but I know that other members started as early as 13 years old, and some of them auditioned from small towns to become singers.
분류가 여러 가지인 것 같습니다. 네.
And Ituk?
저 어머 뱃속에
From my
있을 때
mother's womb.
That's when he started dancing around.
You were born to sing.
예.
Fantastic. All right. Who were your idols while you were growing up?
저는 정말 어렸을 때
When I was really young, there was a group that toured Korea called New Kids on the Block.
있었는데 예. 너무 멋있었고
They were really cool. And just like a lot of other people who aspire to become singers, I looked up to Michael
그런
Jackson.
분들을 보면서 정말 꿈을 키워오지 않았나라는 생각이 듭니다.
아티스트이시죠.
Like it took, I loved watching Michael Jackson perform. And this might sound old, but I also liked singers like Tony Bennett and Elvis Presley.
엘비스 프레슬리를 굉장히 좋아했었습니다. 네.
Ituk, you're 27 years old. You are the leader, if you like, of the band. You're a singer, actor, radio show host. Tell us about the transformation that you have undergone from being the boy next door to being Ituk, the star that you are.
저는 정말로 그
I was just a normal guy and used to go to school just like everyone else. I was cast by chance, and that's how my life changed in just one moment, just like that. I spent 5 years training at SM Entertainment and experienced a lot of anxiety during that time, wondering if I would actually be able to become a professional entertainer. Also, there is a military service that all Korean men have to undergo that presented some difficulties. Despite all that, I became a Super Junior member after getting through some rough patches, and with it came a lot of fame. While I continue my singing career, I'd also like to become a good show host. Sometimes my life feels like a dream. Sitting here now, doing this interview, it feels like a dream.
뭐 저를 비롯해서 뭐 특이 형이나 이렇게
Like most of our band members, I went through the same experience as he took. It feels like all of this happened overnight, and we are all of a sudden receiving all of this attention and love from people. So I'm very thankful for this. I dream of moving forward as an actor. Will I continue to be a good singer? And in the future, I would like to become a missionary.
나중에 꼭 선교하는 게 제 꿈입니다. 네.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, tell me a little bit about that.
아니면 아직 구체적인 계획.
I don't have any specific plans yet, but my father wants to do the same thing, and he does have specific plans. I'd like to go to countries where I have received much love and personally return all of that love.
있었으면 좋겠습니다. 네.
You are hugely popular here in South Korea. I gather that when you are on the streets, you are mobbed by your fans. How do you deal with that fame?
가끔은 그런 시선이 조금
Sometimes the eyes surrounding me are a bit of a burden, and there are times when I want to be myself. But I think all of that is a sign of their interest towards us, so I'm really happy. In the past, I used to run away from my fans, but these days, I just chat with them, and it seems to make things more comfortable that way.
근데 어느 순간 이제
Because we started at such a young age, it may sound odd to say this, but it feels like we are aging with our fans. So when we meet them, it's more like we're checking up on how they're doing, and we'll say things like, "How are your parents? Have you eaten?" and things like that, and it's great.
I guess the downside of fame is the pressure that it places on your personal lives. How hard is it to have a relationship?
생각보다 그렇게 많은 제한은 없.
There are not that many restrictions on our relationships. It may seem like it because we're public figures that our private lives are managed in a sense, but it's probably quite the opposite. If I were to say I like someone, then I'd be able to get support and advice from our management company.
막 얽매여 있거나 잡아두지는 않습니다.
Are either of you in relationships?
No.
노코멘트 할게요.
So that means he took yes. Busted.
Coming up, how the boys from Super Junior are using their fame to raise awareness for a worthy cause.